Yo, this last video today. I got some food right now. I'm eating. I got some shrimp. I got some carrots. I got some broccoli. I'm be eating that in the background. So I got a book. Uh, I got out. I actually got a book pitch meeting tomorrow. So I want to be ready for that. Also, I thought this video would be informative. We could watch it together. Anyways, let's get right into it. Here we go.
G'day guys, welcome to episode 48. In today's episode, I talked to you guys about what to do before approaching a publisher if you want to get a book published or a literary agent. What are the different things that need to line up? I start drawing again. I start referring to my experience having now published a best-selling book and everything you can do to get publishers chasing you.
Quickly came from the sky with the light of day in me and grew my own wings so the pilot came with me. I'm here doing God's work.
This has been awesome. Welcome to episode 48 of Ask Jack D. Today we are taking a question from Gemma Munro, who's a Scalable and Saleable member who's come to us through Facebook, who asks, I have a question for hashtag Ask Jack D. Reflecting on experience getting Unprofessional published, have we got a copy of Unprofessional somewhere, people? What advice would you give to those about to pitch their book proposal to literary agents? Gemma, this is a really good question. I'm going to take the conversation a little bit broader, that's unprofessional, a little bit broader than the exact specific question, right? So here's the thing. What advice would I give to people who want to pitch their book to literary agents? What I would suggest is, firstly, we need to understand what publishers want, or literary agents, what do they want? They basically want people with an audience, right? They basically want people who have existing distribution, and they want people with a proven message. If I was to put this in a model for anybody looking to build a brand, Rosie, can you throw me that notepad and texter, please? Anybody looking to build a brand needs to have three things that marry up toward one another, and I encourage you all to draw this down with me once I show it to you. There's three things that we need to come together. The first thing is market. The second thing is message. The third thing is medium, right? So in market, we need to understand who is your consumer, what do they want, how do they feel, how is what you are talking about a problem for them, and how is what you are talking about solving a problem for them? What is their emotions around it? What frustrates them? What do they fear? What do they want? What do they dream of? Who do they dream of becoming? What is the ultimate outcome they want from you? Where do they currently go to get that outcome? You need to know your market. You need to know your consumer better than they know themselves, literally, not exaggerating, right? You then need to have a message that speaks to the hearts and minds of that consumer. And you need to be able to do it elegantly and succinctly and in a way that makes them go, wow. You need to have a message that when you send out an email or when you write a book or when you film a video, people stop and listen, not because you're an authority. It's not about being an authority. And I spoke about that a couple of videos back. This is not about authority. It's about relationship, and it's about, can you add value? The better you know them, the better you'll be able to speak to them, the better you'll be able to add value to them, the better you'll be able to move them, right? And that's what writing or any form of communication, in my view, is about. It's about, can you touch the hearts and minds of your audience in a way that moves them? And then lastly is medium, right? What medium are we going through to reach them? Are we using video, in which case it might be Facebook or YouTube or whatever? Are we using a blog? Are we using a book? Are we using reports? Are we using ebooks? Are we using radio? Are we using television? What mediums are we going out to in order to reach our audience? So, before you approach a publisher to get a book published, I would encourage you to build your own audience and to test all of those three factors in your own world first. So I would start a blog. I would start social media channels wherever your audience are. I'd start building a database. I'd start sending emails out to that database and those people every single week. And what you're doing is, on your blog, you're testing different headings, you're testing different lengths, you're testing different topics, and you'll be able to gauge by views, by bounce rates, by comments, by likes, by overall engagement, what is important to your audience and what isn't, right? What kind of headlines do they respond to and what don't they? Do they like positive stuff, or do they like, sort of away from fear type stuff? When you send out emails, you'll be able to test different subject lines. You'll be able to test open rates. You'll be able to test click-through rates. And by doing all of these sort of things, standing on your own 2 feet first, Firstly, you build audience, you build reputation, and most importantly, you click. Your market with your message, with your mediums, they start to click, because when you can line up all those three factors in the exact right way, that's when you really start to become a powerful thought leader, and you really start to touch the hearts and minds of your audience. If you've done all of that and tested all of that, and it might be a year or two, right? Once you've done all of that, you go to a publisher and you go, I've got a database of X amount of people, and I've been writing about this, and here are the blogs that I've written, and here's the engagement, and here's the comments, and here's my audience, and this is how they think, and this is how they feel, and this is what frustrates them, and this is what they fear, and this is who they dream of becoming. And I know all of this because look at what I've been doing over the last year or two. The publisher will take you, right? Because you are proven. You do not need anybody else's platform or leg up or hand out or hand up in order to prove, and in order to prove yourself as a thought leader, and in order to build relationship with your audience. So before you go to a literary agent or a publisher, do it yourself, right? I think that's the most effective way to build you. It's the most effective way to build your brand, and the publishers will be chasing you.
'Cause I'm lighting up the stars. You know I'm lighting up the stars. Yeah, we
Oh,
here doing God's work.
I'm actually making me
'Cause
a
you know tonight is
off-air
ours.
Instagram page. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned.